The pre-audit scramble. It's a familiar high-stress ritual in complex manufacturing. But what if you could cut observational bias on your factory floor by up to 40%, making audits an afterthought? This isn't about just catching errors. It's about building a foundation of trustworthy, consistent data every day. And that foundation is what turns weeks of audit prep into a simple on-demand report. We'll show you exactly how app-based Gemba checklists dismantle audit prep chaos and build constant readiness. Old Gemba walks use paper and clipboards. This results in inconsistent observations, disorganized notes, and lost information. Findings get transcribed manually, creating a huge delay between observation and action. Opportunities are lost. When an audit is announced, this data deficit creates a fire drill. Teams scramble to compile scattered evidence. This frantic reactive cycle is the core problem. So how does a simple app systematically solve it? The first shift is capturing data digitally, in real time, at the source. Every observation is instantly centralized. Digital checklists make sure every manager asks the same questions the same way, guaranteeing consistency across shifts. Why does centralization matter? It ends the search for evidence. Instead of binders, you have a searchable database. A digital system does not just store data, it starts action. A non-compliance note becomes a digital workflow. But how do you confirm that the workflow actually closes the loop? How do you prove an issue was not just found, but fixed? Complex manufacturing isn't one size fits all. Digital checklists can be adapted for safety, 5S, or quality. This goes beyond checkmarks. Time-stamped photos and detailed comments provide objective evidence that is hard to dispute. So the data is clean, centralized, and actionable. Now let's see the direct impact on audit preparation. Here's how we close the loop. A finding is instantly turned into a corrective action assigned with a deadline. An auditor asks about a past issue. Instead of digging through binders, you filter and generate an instant report. To prove compliance, you can link checklist items directly to your digital SOPs or ISO standards, connecting policy to practice. Let's return to that 40% bias reduction. A manager might subconsciously ignore a familiar minor issue. A digital checklist forces a specific question. Is safety guard X in place? Yes or no? This removes subjectivity. It gets smarter. Skip logic can adapt the checklist in real time. If a machine isn't running, it skips irrelevant items. Information can be shaped for the user. A floor supervisor sees checklists. An executive sees a high-level KPI dashboard. Problems can be solved faster. A manager can share a photo of a machine fault with an off-site engineer for diagnosis and troubleshooting. This is more than a digital form, it's a data network. But how do these pieces create a true multiplier effect? Ultimately, this consistent, transparent process shifts the culture from passing the audit to continuous improvement. Let's connect the dots. The bias reduction gives you accurate data. That data allows for trend analysis, so you solve issues before an auditor finds them. Now, connect compliance with action. Linking walks to SOPs proves you're monitoring the standard. Automated task tracking demonstrates that you are addressing deviations. So, app-based checklists don't just cut audit prep time. They fundamentally change the nature of preparation itself. You move from a reactive search for evidence to a proactive state of constant readiness. Proof is generated daily. We started with the chaos of binders and fire drills. We've shown a system that provides verifiable evidence on demand. Using app-based Gemba checklists doesn't just help you pass audits more effectively. It makes your operation inherently audit-ready. This is about freeing your most valuable people from administrative burdens so they can focus on leading improvement. Stop preparing for audits and start building a state of constant readiness. See how a digital Gemba walk solution can fit your environment.